Hey, what's up everybody? John here, and on this video I'm gonna be in the kitchen. Well, I'm in the kitchen, but I'm gonna be cooking, so let's get to it. Okay, so last week Kelly made a roast, but she put it in the crock pot. It had a roast and potatoes and carrots and some really good seasoning. So we had some leftover potatoes and carrots because we ate the meat. And it seems like we always eat the meat more or faster than what we eat the potatoes and carrots and stuff. So I had some leftover of that. Right there. Some potatoes, carrots. And I figured I might as well make some soup. So I'm going to use the leftover potatoes and carrots. I've got some cabbage. I got some more potatoes. A couple of onions. I've got some more. I got some more carrots. Tomato sauce, stewed tomatoes, chicken broth, and some mixed veggies. So I'm going to cut all this stuff up. I'm going to put it all in a pot, open up the cans, add that, and I got some seasoning I'm going to put in it, and we're going to make some vegetable soup. So you guys, this is Fat Man Fit Man in the kitchen making vegetable soup. Let's get started. So first, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the heat. That way the pot's going to get hot. I'm going to pour in some extra virgin olive oil. About that much. I don't measure. I don't know. It looks good. This will get hot. I'll cut up the onions, I'll throw them in, let them start cooking, and then I'll start cutting up all the rest of the stuff. So let's go back over here. Alright, so I got a yellow onion today, I got a red onion, so I'm going to cut these up. But first I got to peel them. The only thing about the red onions, they kind of stain my fingers. Oh. Alright, I was about to say, I'm too fat to be bending over and picking stuff up. But you know what? I'm not. I'm not too fat to do it because I lost weight and I'm feeling better and I'm more healthy. So I can bend over without too much of a problem and pick stuff up. I'm working on it. Alright, now I'm going to cut up the onions. So usually I just cut them in half, and then I just kind of chunk them up a little bit. I mean, they're gonna cook down some anyway, so it doesn't have to be real small pieces. And I don't usually use two different kinds of onions, but hey, we got them. Why not? Whew. But I'll tell you, this red onion, it's got some juice in it, and my eye's burning a little bit. So I'm gonna go and put them in the pot over here. Can you hear the sizzle? Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like a crowd screaming for me. Like, all right. Okay. Anyway, back over to the island. All right. So I don't even know where to go next. I guess I'll cut up the potatoes real quick. Gosh, first, these need to be rinsed off, so I'm going to rinse them off real quick. You don't need to see that. All right, I got a paper towel laid down so I can dry them off. Okay, so let's cut some potatoes. There's real no rhyme or reason with these either. Kind of like the onions. I cut them a little smaller. Well, I don't know. Let's back up. I cut the potatoes a little smaller so they cook quicker. The onions, like I said, it doesn't matter really because they're relatively small pieces, but they're gonna cook down. So and right about now, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because you don't need to watch all the potato cutting up. So I'm gonna fast forward right now. Okay, the potatoes are cut. You can see here, onions looking pretty good. Now I'm probably going to go ahead and put in the potatoes. So here we go. I might have a problem. So when I first started, I thought, oh, I got the pot. It's going to be big enough. But here, just look at this. You see the size of the pot? See the size of the bowl? I think I'm going to need a bigger pot. So let me grab that real quick. Okay, so big pot, regular size pot. This is going to do us real good. It's a lot bigger. I'm going to get more stuff in it. It's not going to be nearly as messy. So, all right, now we can keep going. Let's put the potatoes in. All right, potatoes are in. Now we're going to go ahead and cut up the cabbage. Okay, so the good thing about cooking in the kitchen, you can change your mind whenever you're in the middle of something. So I'm going to change my mind. I'm not going to cut up the cabbage yet. Because the potatoes are in there cooking, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to open up these cans. I'm going to go ahead and put the cans in with potatoes. So let's do that real quick. So the chicken broth, that's going to be good. It's a low sodium. It's a fat-free item. And the reason, okay, so maybe I should have started with this. The reason I'm cooking this is because I'm looking to fix some healthy stuff, and this is a pretty healthy recipe. Lots of vegetables and whatnot, and then chicken broth. You know, it's I'm not going for like vegetarian or anything like that. I'm just going for more healthy, and those are decisions that I need to make, and so that's what we're going with today. So anyway, let me open these cans and put them in the pot. Oh, brand new can opener, KitchenAid brand. Our other one, it got rusty. We threw it away because this one spins so much easier. Plus, I wanted to put a little moisture in there so the potatoes aren't frying, but they're cooking. So, not that it would have really mattered, but you know, it's just what I do. Man, when you have good equipment, it makes the job a lot easier. So, like I said, our old one we'd had quite a while, and it was real stiff when you turned it, and it would have taken me the same amount of time probably to open one can as what it's taken me to open like all 5 of these cans. So if you blink, you miss it. All right, so let's put these in the pot. Mixed vegetables, which the mixed vegetables, they got carrots, they got some potato in it. We already got some carrots and potato anyway, but that's okay. I didn't open that all the way. Get out, get out. All right. Okay, there's the cans of tomato sauce, stewed tomatoes, and mixed vegetables, and of course the chicken stock. All right, so now I'm gonna cut up some baby carrots. Now, the thing about the baby carrots is they're already pretty small. It won't take long for them to cook, but I like to cut them in half. They just cook. They cook more quickly that way. So I like my food to cook quickly. Sometimes I'm not patient whenever it comes to food. And every time I cook, I drop stuff on the floor. So, I don't know why. It just happens. So, if you cook, do you drop stuff on the floor? Or are you super neat? Are you messy? Or are you neat? Let me know. Drop a comment down in the comment section. All right, into the pot. Okay, so now I'm ready to cut up the cabbage. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm just going to cut part of it off, but that's what I'm going to do. Cut up some cabbage. Easy as that. All right, so I'm gonna let it set for a little bit, and then I'll put it in the pot here in a little bit after the potatoes cook some. And yeah, so I'll be back in a minute. While we're waiting to put the cabbage in, I'm gonna go ahead and put the seasoning in. So I've got some garlic powder, and I got some LiQWYD seasoned salt. This stuff is great. This is really what makes the soup for me. And the garlic, it's just icing on the cake. So it's not really garlic icing. That'd be gross, but you know what I mean. For the LiQWYD seasoned salt, I usually put 3 or 4 good-sized spoonfuls. All right, now I'll taste it later to see if I need to put any more in it. As far as the garlic goes, I don't know how much to put in it, so I just kind of try to cover the top of the juice that's in the pot. I don't know. We'll see. But that's probably about all I'll put in. I probably won't put more later. Anyway, now I'm just going to stir it up with my little spoon so that it doesn't all get clumped up whenever I try to use a bigger something to stir it with. So that way it gets pretty well Ow! That hurt. That burns. Let me start this over. I'm going to go ahead and use this to stir it up because that just burned me. There we go. So like I was saying, a lot of times though, I want to stir in any of the powdery seasonings that I put in something like that, because if I don't stir it in good, then it tends to clump, and sometimes I have had it get down onto the bottom of the pot and it burns, and then it ruins the entire meal, because once you get that burn in there, you can't get it out. It gets all mixed in with all the rest of the soup. So yeah, I don't want that to happen because this is gonna be pretty good soup. Anyway, I'll be back just a second. All right, so y'all, let me tell you, I have not burned myself like that in a while. That is super tender. That hot tomato sauce got on that little thin skin right there, and it stings pretty good, but I ran a little cold water on it. I'm gonna be fine. I don't think we need to call the ambulance or anything, but I'll update you later if I have to go to the hospital. I'm not going to the hospital. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the cabbage in the soup because it's ready to go, and we'll let that cook down. Probably add a touch of water just because it seems real thick right now, and we need it to be a little soupier. Anyway, let's put the cabbage in. Yeah, that's definitely going to need some water. All right, so now we'll let that cook for a while, and we'll come back to it, and I'll let you guys see what it's like whenever it's done. See you in a little bit. Okay, so the soup is now just on simmer. And it's looking really pretty good. And so we're just gonna leave it here to simmer for a little bit. My wife, Kelly, is going to be making some grilled cheese sandwich to go with it, and so we're gonna have a homemade soup and the grilled cheese sandwich. So we'll show you what that looks like whenever it's all ready to go. All right, so soup's done, sandwiches are done, and here is the final final product. Time for dinner. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. This is John, Fat Man Fit Man, and I will talk to you guys next time. If you liked the video, hit like. If you're not yet subscribed, do that. And if you want to know when new content comes out, ring the notification bell. You guys have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is you're watching this. I'll see you on the next video. And remember, drink your water. Water, water, water. Super important.